The story begins with our protagonist, Holly, narrating her life as an invisible girl, someone who cannot be seen or heard but is not a ghost. In a flashback, she talks about her older sister, Vanessa, and younger brother, Troy, feeling ordinary and invisible being in the middle. Despite this, Holly has her mother, Victoria, who encourages and loves her. Tragically, Holly's world crumbles when her mother passes away during her childhood. After Victoria's death, Holly feels like she is fading away, unnoticed by her own family. Her father, Paul, forgets to ask about her day, her siblings ignore her, and even her teacher ignores her raised hand in school. Devastated, Holly eventually discovers that she has become completely invisible. Over the years, she adapts to her new invisibility, renting an apartment where anonymity is the norm. Holly explores her invisibility, working as a paparazzi to capture scandalous photos of celebrities. Despite the advantages of being invisible, such as the freedom to explore without social constraints, the worst part for Holly is the isolation, not being a part of anything. One night, while observing a couple, Holly is surprisingly noticed by a security guard. Though thrilled to be seen, the security guard ignores her, leaving her intrigued. Later, Holly identifies the security guard as Shane, a former MMA fighter whose life fell apart after scandalous photos went viral. Intrigued by the possibility of a connection, Holly approaches Shane to help restore his reputation. Shane, initially furious, reluctantly gives her 5 minutes to prove her abilities. After exposing his manager's lies, Shane finally believes in Holly's invisibility. As the two grow closer, Holly shares her theory that helping Shane can reverse her invisibility. Shane, in turn, opens up about his past and passion for fighting. Holly watches one of his fights, disturbed by the violence and Shane's modest gains. Determined to help, she suggests Shane compete in larger tournaments for more significant rewards. However, the challenge lies in the fact that prominent fighters don't want to face him due to lack of popularity. During this time, Holly suspects something is wrong with her sister, Vanessa, who seems uneasy. Vanessa reveals her fear of crowds due to a past injury at a concert. As the fight against Suarez approaches, Holly orchestrates a successful victory for Shane. The shadow of Holly's invisibility becomes a double-edged sword when a reporter captures a photo of Shane kissing her, leading to speculation. Unshaken, Shane separates from his manager and faces his next opponent, Bones, in a press conference. The shadow of the Shadow Girl continues to haunt them, and Holly takes the reins again. She coerces Bones into losing the fight against Shane by threatening to expose his inappropriate actions. Shane's victory elevates him even more, but Holly is not done yet. She fabricates a rumor about a rematch with Mateus, another popular fighter, to keep Shane in the spotlight. In the midst of a mission to expose Mateus, Holly is shocked to witness Shane seemingly flirting with Juliana. Furious, she confronts him, leading to a tense moment between them. Holly, always the bearer of unexpected revelations, reveals that she has been orchestrating his fights. Faced with this revelation, Shane's anger overflows, commanding her vehemently to leave. One night, amidst Holly's party with a drink, Shane surprises her with an unexpected visit. Feeling compelled to unburden himself, Shane drops a bomb on Holly. The photos documenting his infidelity with Juliana were not the only catalyst for their separation or his defeat in the fight. Shockingly, he admits to becoming complacent during the peak of his career, with both he and Juliana practicing infidelity. As Shane grapples with the situation, Holly realizes she was just caught in an unfortunate temporal web, absolving her of guilt. The next morning, Holly makes a distressing discovery. She can no longer see herself in the mirror. Holly decides to bid farewell to her family. Next, Holly visits her brother Troy, intentionally provoking a stumble of his passion to facilitate a conversation between them. She then confronts her father, Paul, discovering sleeping pills, indicating his persistent mourning for his late wife, Victoria. Holly realizes that her self-absorption blinded her to her family's pain, leading to a sincere apology and a commitment to change her attitudes. Encouraged by this newfound understanding, she decides to attend Shane's fight against Mateus, risking being in the midst of the crowd. During the fight, Holly notices Shane on the losing side and stealthily enters the ring to support him, promising unwavering support. To her surprise, Shane finally sees her again, along with the entire audience. Despite eventually being removed by security, Holly stays by Shane's side during the intense fight, leading to his narrow defeat. In the aftermath, Shane convinces security that Holly is with him, and they share a tight hug. Holly admits that Shane was right about her life, and he, in turn, acknowledges his wrongdoing regarding Juliana. Days later, Holly surprises her father with an unexpected visit, reigniting joy in his eyes as they share a warm hug, finally reconnecting after years of separation, something fantastic. I hope you enjoyed this recap immensely. Before you go, subscribe to not miss any new videos and leave a like. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.